Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines Exactville. We're playing with the Mass Transit DLC and we are building a realistic city. So in the last episode we finally built this actual proper grade separated intersection. What I have gone and done is I have added a few additional mods to the game so that I can kind of fix this up a little bit. It's not exactly how it would look. It functions the same way it would function in reality, but it does look a little funny because of the way it does. So the first thing I've done is I have added the tool, the mod Move It, right? Move It. So if I can actually, hang on, so how do I... What is this? Follow terrain, single selection, marquee selection. Shall I do that? That? How do I... I see. Okay, that's a bit... how do I just select multiple stuff? Building in orange, highlight down, despawn, simulation running. So can I add a few? No, how do I... Anyway, what I want to do is I want to... I want to move it. I want to move it like that. Straighten this out. I'm not too familiar with this tool, but what I am... Ooh, I don't want to do that. Okay. You can just... How can you... Hang on. I'm sure we should be able to... No. Can I move the... I need to move the whole thing. I remember there was a way of doing it. What's this? Oh, that's the Move It tool, right? Yeah, that's the Move It tool. Okay, well I've straightened this out a little bit. What I still want to do though is... hang on, let's quickly have a look at the... Okay, move west, rotate, undo, redo. Use cardinal movement. What does that mean? If checked, up will move in the north direction, down. No, I don't want to do that. Move up, south, counterclockwise. Anything multi-select maybe? Can't I move a whole thing? I don't want to just move the point. I want to move the entire thing. If I... What's this? Marquee selection, copy, bulldoze, toggle snapping, follow terrain. None of those things. But anyway, let's see about this. What I am interested in is... that's what I want to do. Okay, and let's extend this one this way. Ooh, I don't want to get too extreme. Okay, that's okay for now. What I want to do is I'm wondering whether I shouldn't maybe... I don't want to get out of hand over here. Can I add an extra point? So that's not quite what I had in mind. Let's pause it for a quick second. What I'm going to do is I am going to... Move It is a fun tool though, but what I am actually interested in is ensuring... Okay, so let's get the highway tool in here again. We'll get the 2-lane and we will run it to there. Absolutely not working. What I want to do is I'm just going to pop out these things over here and I'm going to extend that one like so. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run this bad boy. Come on. Sure, I had it. I had it straight in the middle there, right? Can we just switch off the snapping? What is that? I'll show the directions. So let's just switch off the snapping, and that's not actually switching it off. Let's go straight from the top. I had it. there we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to use move it to extend that. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. And extend that in that direction, like so. And this is what I'm after. And now what we're going to do is take out move it, and let's switch on anarchy and do that. And this is exactly what I wanted to do. This is the way it'll actually look. This is the way it'll actually look. What I'll also do is I will upgrade this section to here, like so. And let me oh, forget about that for a minute. Let's do move it. I want to move this ever so slightly. That's not actually working very well. Okay, and can I? It's always just dragging that. Can I? Can I do that? I want to kind of move it a little bit like this. I think that's okay. Fine, that gives us a little bit more room. And now, ooh, wrong one. Can I control Z this? I can. I want to straighten that out. That is exactly what I want to do. However, let's quickly go and finish off. Don't want to do that. I want to go from here. I want to go there. There we go. Nice. I need to switch off anarchy for a second. I just need to remind myself to keep doing that. See, that's a pretty decent looking piece of road there. Okay, so let's see about this a little bit. And on the same time, we want to do that. So I want to straighten that out. Nice. That's looking pretty good. That is looking pretty decent. Actually, shall we move the whole thing over a little bit? Oh, I'm loving that. That's looking very good. And I want to work with this a little bit more. If we do that, oh, this is looking pretty lovely. Let's straighten this up a little bit. Let's do that. And I want to give it a little bit of kink. Do that. Perfect. That is looking nice. I want to do the same thing over here. I can't remember. Can I? I remember there was a way you could actually move the whole thing. If you know, and I am not actually getting it right. Yeah, I'm not getting it right at all. Space. Oh, space is just pausing and unpausing. If you know how to do that, please let me know. So I've pretty much, I think I fixed that a little bit, and it is looking very nice. I think that is looking very good. I could move this a little bit in like that. That is looking nice as well. So that is looking pretty decent. We could upgrade to a little bit wider stuff, but to be honest, I think this will work fine. I think a single line through the intersection there does quite well as a T-junction over there. So there we go. I've fixed that one up a little bit. The other tool or other mod that I've installed, and I am amazed at finding it, is, let's switch move it off, is the topo tool. Look at this. A tool you can use to look at the topography while you are building the roads. See how perfect that is? This is amazing. So now we can actually build roads while looking at the topography. We didn't have to do this thing clunky like this. We could just run it around there and keep it in the kind of band it is at. Okay, but enough of that. I'm going to leave the topo tool on for now. I'm going to get it up and running again, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and we are going to continue with the city. I think this is working very well, In the last episode, I also coordinated these signals, so they should be working very nicely together and clearing the traffic quite well. This one, on the other hand, is a bit of a dilemma in the sense that it is backing up a little bit too much. So you know what I'm going to do here is I am going to add. Should I add this in there too? I am going to add these two to the signalized junction. Apologies if set timed. Okay, so let's do these two. Can we add a? Should be able to add one, right? Okay, let's stop it for a second. Can I add? Yeah, add a junction, please. I want to add this bad boy, and I want to add. Ooh, no. No. Cancel. Go over here. Ooh. Okay, fine. Sorry. Let's do that. Let's select this. Okay, and let's add a junction to this traffic light. There we go. Okay, first thing is first. The first one that we're moving is this. So we're running green turn there. And what we should probably do on that one is run this one as green. Ooh, we need to edit it, right? Run that one as green at the same time. And run these two as green. Okay. So that is this big one, right? So it'll run that one. It'll load it over here. Okay. And save that one. Now let's edit the second one. So this one, we're running this one as green, we're running that one straight through, this one straight through, and what I want to do is I want to run these two straight through as well as that one on green. So that fills all of that out. And we'll save that one, and then we'll edit this final one where these two are running green and that is running green. I want to make sure to run these two on green as well, and this one, yeah, so like something like that. Let's just have a look. If I go back to viewing this one, yeah, this one is it, that one and this one. Fine, I think that should be okay. So let's see how that works. So we're running green. We're running this one on green. That's pretty long for that one. Now all of this is running green. And I'm not sure it'll be actually enough. Why is that one? And now it's back to the first one. Oh, so the other ones aren't. They see. What? Is it working? I think I need a little bit more green on this one though. Let's stop the counters. Let's view the first one. That's green. View the second one. That's green. View the third one. That's green too. So we've got 2 cycles of green on that one over there. But let's edit these a little bit. I wanna keep it long, so that's long. Let's edit this one. This one is moderate. I want to keep this long as well. Like so. Save and start. Let's see. So we've got green, and that gets us in there. And then this is all green, and that stays green to keep filling that out. It's not a lot of time though. I think this is still a little bit problematic. Alternatively, I shouldn't actually link them together, and I should just run this one out by itself. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's... And I'm wondering why it's just using the kind of 1 over here. I am wondering about that. There's a lot of green time being wasted over here. And this is really backing up. Okay, so stop the counter. What I want to do is let's remove a junction. Let's remove these two. I'm going to remove these two again. Okay, and start it so that can run by itself. Okay, and okay, now out. Now let's start a new fresh one. Let's run these two together, or all of them. Why is that guy doing a U-turn? Interesting. Let's run all of these together and see how that goes. Okay, set up time traffic lights. So let's add a step. We want green on there, and if that's doing green, I want green on this as well. Okay, and please continue to like at least 35, and I want it to be long. Add it. Okay, now let's add another step where I'm putting this one on green and those two on red, that one on red and these two on green, and these two on red and that one on green. So it's kind of filling up the areas. It's not a kind of absolute coordinated stream where you just where you continue the through movement on the main road, because we've got a problematic side movement. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce this to like 20 seconds, but also keep that on like that. So let's start that up and see how that goes. So now you should be emptying that out. Why is it so sensitive though? I feel it's too sensitive. It's not actually, it's too sensitive. Long green and red phases. It's immediately stopping. Not immediately stopping, but still stopping fairly quickly though. How is this going? This should be still fine. Yeah, all of that's working well. I'll probably need to upgrade this road fairly soon. But I think for now it is kind of okay. Okay, guys, that's okay. I'm gonna get out of here for a bit, because for those of you who don't quite enjoy that component of it, that might be a little bit more frustrating. Let's get back and develop the rest of this area over here next to the train station. So what we need here is we most certainly need a lot more work areas. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to pop in these areas as offices. Right, I'm going to do nice large office area over here with yeah, there we go, a nice office area that adjoins the station. At the same time, I'm wondering a little bit about commercial, and whether we should maybe look at something that is a little bit more high density. Yeah, a little bit of high density stuff over here, and maybe, to be honest, I need to do a bit of the same thing on this side again, where I'm taking a little bit of road, and we are just give me the just give me a bit of okay, hang on, so we switch on the let's switch on all of this again. Okay, let's just keep it 90 degrees for a bit. I'm guessing like so should be okay, and one more over here. I'm wondering if I should maybe link it up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. And what I'll do is I'll do one up here, but this is pretty steep stuff, so maybe that's not the greatest, but it is a little bit nice. So if I do something like that, and we tie it in there, tie it in, nice. So now we've got a few blocks over here, which is not bad. We're also not giving these guys proper water, so we will be running a water utility in this area next to the rail and the road. Nice, that's pretty good. Let's go back and see. Yeah, this office complex is looking pretty decent over here. I don't have a demand for residential at the moment, and we've done, yeah, let's do a little bit more of that, like so. I don't want to block up this intersection though, and I also don't want to fill this whole thing with like commercial stuff. That looks a little bit funny up against the rail like that, but it's okay. I like it. So it's starting to take nice shape over there. What I can also do is probably pop in a little bit more commercial. I don't want it on there. I'll pop in a little bit more commercial like so over there. See how that goes. And maybe like a, don't want to get too out of hand over here, just a little bit. We've got some commercial anyway, everywhere anyway. Okay, there we go. Oh, is Topo switched off? Yeah, Topo switches off by itself for some reason. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, since we've got Topo, oops, I'm going to switch on Topo, and I'm going to, apologies, delete this piece of road here up to there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around in the kind of way that I was intending, making use of the topographical layer to run it along nicely. And yeah, that'll drop. Oh, facility, what, your building is now empty. Oh, my bad. Why have we run out of power? Pause. Let's see what's going on with the power. We are not producing enough. Have we switched something off? Yeah, we have. So let's switch that one back on and see about getting the power running again. This building here is also empty, so we can start filling that up again. Got a bit of movement over here. This road is fairly busy, but it is working. It is working well. We have absolute no traffic jam whatsoever happening over here anymore. So guys, that is how you do a proper grade separated intersection at your city's access point without any big problems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the bank a little bit more. Maybe even run something out through there, yeah. And then shall we just do a straight one? Yeah, that looks pretty good. And that's about it. And then what we'll do is we will meet something like that, yeah, like so, and we'll get a bendy tool and we'll bend that in there. I'm loving it. And we will make a little bit more room for, okay, how shall we do that? Okay, and like so, or shall we turn it a little bit more like that? So this is what we're going to do here, is probably get a little bit of a dead end area going. Apologies if I'm not being very clear on what I'm saying. Concentrating just a tad. We'll get a bit of a dead end section going on here, and it's not too straightforward and simple. It's actually pretty decent and complex. So we'll do a few kind of dead end sections, and probably in the future link this one up to there. But that's just giving it a little bit of flair. And in this area, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of an office environment up in here. So if we do the back like this, there's a bit of office, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put office in there so that we don't actually get it all the way through. And then I am going to be good to our pedestrians by linking up such areas like so. So it is pretty straightforward to walk to some of these areas, while it's maybe not as simple and straightforward to drive there. Yeah, so that gave me a fair bit of extra office space over there. So we should see a little bit more traffic being generated in this area. We're filling up this area quite nicely. I want to do a section of pretty decent density commercial right there. I think that will work pretty well. At the same time, we also need to provide it with some water connection straight through there. I'm loving it. I think that's working well. And we've got a bit of room here, and I am thinking this area over here would actually work quite well for a bit of a park, maybe a little bit of a nice and relaxed area. I'm going to finally decommission this thing completely. So let's get rid of that, and let's see about taking out some of the high voltage cabling out and seeing what else we can do on this area over here, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Do we have like a beach site or something like that? I'm sure there used to be something like that. What is that? That's like a basketball court. Nothing too major though. Maybe over there would be good actually. Anyway, we'll get back to it. This is like a big tennis court area. This is like a... well, that's not bad. Anyway, I'm not too keen on that. Let's see what else we have over here. Thought we had something like a beach site. Yeah, a local beach. I don't think that's it though. That's gonna work. What is this? A fisherman's dock. What is that? A lifeguard tower. Not really my thing. Snap fence. Yeah, I've got a few assets in here, but I'm not keen on building up a lot of asset stuff. Let's just get some extra things in here. Jet ski rental. Yeah, let's do something like this. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's pop in a bit of a road there. Again, I'm just gonna do a bit of a dirt road down the track over there. That's pretty good. That I'm liking that. And what I'm also gonna do is probably pop in a bit of a... how's that? That's actually not bad. I just don't want to get too close. That's not bad at all. There's just not... oh, there is some residential here though. Let's see. Can we do... yeah, that's not bad. Let's pop that in there. That's pretty decent. And then I'm also gonna pop in a little bit more of the office environment over there and finish this area off with some residential as you go around here and up to the commercial over there. Yeah, how's that? I'm liking that. I am liking this. This area on the bank is filling quite nicely and quite organically, if I must say. It's not a very big grid pattern, but it does make sense. It really does make a lot of sense. Okay, so this area is filling up nicely, but we are really short on demand for residential, which makes me think we may need to expand our industrial operation a fair bit, but we need to get an extra tile going if we want to do that. We also could actually extend some of these areas a little bit, and I'm thinking, you know what? I am thinking we fill out this area with offices. We fill it out. We just fill it out all the way with offices and see how that looks. Yeah, like so and fill that like that and see how that goes. So we're building a nice big office and commercial complex that is very close to the train station over here. The other thing we should keep in mind is that it's not as easy to walk across here. Okay, so I might have to do some form of pedestrian bridge to cross through over here as well. But this bridge is getting a lot of use. I am liking it. It's not a direct access to the local area. It kind of cuts through the local area, which also is pretty good. What's happening with the water? Yeah, we've got a bit of a water issue. So what we'll do is we will run some water utilities along this road. And we'll actually just meet up there. This looks a little bit funny, but I'm not going to be bothered by that for now. All in all, this is starting to take a fair bit of shape, so we should be getting tons more kind of money and stuff happening. These roads aren't too busy at the moment, and I'm wondering whether we should maybe look at a bit of a police station. Yeah, our police stations are way out there. So I am thinking we should probably make room for our first large police station. And they'll have access to the highway network over here, which is pretty good, right? Pretty good. A large police station over here gets access to the highway. What it does not, however, is get access to this side of the road. I am wondering whether... Wow, look at that. We can pop it in there. I don't want it there, though. I want a police station... Where exactly? Like that? I think this is pretty good. And what I am then wondering about... Yeah, so I'm going to pop in a large police station over there. That should be pretty decent. And what I am wondering about is actually getting an emergency route across here, but nothing more than that. So if I go and look at the types of roads we have, nah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it is worth it. But we should maybe look at an extra connection over this at some point. We might still do that. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to fill this area with a bit more commercial stuff over here. Yeah, like so, and decent stuff over there. That's not going to get used. I don't think this is going to get used at all. Okay, so that gives us a little bit more commercial over there, a bit of high density commercial. Not bad, so that'll fill up a little bit. Still, there's a lot of jobs and not a lot of people. But everything is seemingly okay and not worrying too much. Okay guys, might not have been the most exciting episode. Let me have a quick look over here again. This is now really working well. This is backing up a little bit, but once it goes green, this is really working. What I do, however, want to do is I want to allow them to actually back up into this area. So let me have a quick look at restrictions. Vehicle restrictions over here. No, not vehicle restrictions. Not what I'm wanting. Ban all vehicles. No. Forget about it. Junction restrictions is what I'm after, right? Junction restrictions. Over there, I want it to be able to back up into there. I don't want any of this. Please take out all of that. Don't want any of that. And that won't work. Okay, let's back up. Allow that back up in there as well. Let's see if that works. Yeah, I think this is backing up in there now. Yes, this is looking good. As soon as there was some stuff from there. Yeah, this is better. Very nice. Very nice. This is working very well. And this is no longer a problem. Very good. This is becoming a bit of a problem. So this junction might just become a bit of an issue, a bit of a project for us in the near future. Everything else is looking quite well. Not too busy. Everything is still functioning. But yes, I'm going to put a cut in here. So I'm ExactChaos, and this has been Cities Skylines Exactly. We're playing Exactville. And if you've liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got some questions or comments, please leave them down below. And subscribe to the channel to see some more. Thank you. Bye-bye.